Hey y'all, welcome back to Anu Image. I'm your Oracle Jeweler, the Don, back with another reading. And today we will be looking into the situation of the Taurus for the month of December 2019. So Taurus, very little messages came out in the pre-shuffle for your reading. Yeah, very few messages came out pre-shuffle, but two different stories came out in the Romance Angels deck, or from the Romance Angels deck, and it's basically both of the situations were kind of telling you to, like, you know, stay optimistic about your love life, okay? And that was the gist of it. Because if we look at the energy cards here, it's telling a little story. Like, in the recent, past, and current energies place, we have the Rest and Rejuvenation card in the reverse. So that's telling a tale and denoting of stress or a little bit of uneasiness, maybe some anxiety, maybe not getting any sleep, things of that nature. The reality of the situation is the second chakra Archangel Ariel card, which is the area that's right up under the belly button. For women, it would be like the womb area. Just that whole little area right there. So that it's upright, but I don't think that it's upright because you're not really sleeping well. So maybe you need to be put to sleep or something like that. We have the Walking Away card in the reverse. What's in the place of what's on the mind of the Taurus. And then for future energies, we have the World in the reverse. So I'm hearing underworld, or world turned upside down, or just in a dark place. That type of energy there. The Rest and Rejuvenation card is in the reverse. The Walking Away card is in the reverse, and the World card is in the reverse. So just like who had that for this month? The Pisces. The Pisces had an arrangement like that. So it's like you're kind of stuck in this place, or confining yourself into this place, and just looking at the world around you, or the energies or the situation around you, and trying to make something of it. Second chakra has to do with enjoying the fruits of your labor. And even though this card is upright, you may be doing that to some extent, but I just feel an energy like not really. Like you're not really enjoying yourself. You're just kind of like, maybe to the outside looking into the world, you look like you're enjoying yourself, but you're really not. I'm going to move along. From the Romance Angel deck, we have the Let Go of Control Issues card, and it reads, allow the situation to unfold naturally. Then we have the Playfulness card. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And I'm just realizing that I didn't talk about the Walking Away card being in the reverse. So I'm feeling like, you know, you may have to walk away, but thinking that you don't want to, or, you know, you've kind of made up your mind not to walk away from something. someone may be controlling in the relationship or trying to control things in the relationship, and it's causing a little bit of stress and uneasiness. And somebody needs to lighten up with this playfulness card. Also, with this playfulness card being next to the world in the reverse card, I feel like somebody maybe being a player and you don't necessarily know. But what you need to do is center yourself. And the rest and rejuvenation card is in the reverse, and the recent, past, and current energies. Like, what you need to do to balance it is to like get some rest. You need to meditate. You need to breathe in your nose and out your mouth. And just relax, you know. Breathe in positivity and let out the frustration, the stress, the uneasiness, the anxiety, whatever you're feeling and going through. Okay, so I'm going to move along. From the abundance deck, we have quiet retreat. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. Yeah, because it's like, whatever's going on with you, Taurus, right now, like, you're not getting the proper time to yourself to think. I'm hearing too busy. You know, you're not getting a proper rest. You're not getting a proper time to just think and be within yourself and be within your feelings. And that's why the second chakra card here is upright. It's like, to the outside world, it looks like everything is good, but everything is not good with you. And you really kind of, I'm hearing you need a vacation. Like, you need to just get away and just not have to do anything, not have to deal with anybody that you don't want to deal with, but you really don't need to deal with people. You need to be within yourself and be one within yourself, and, you know, just figure things out is what I'm hearing. Just figure things out. The card says discern and process your true thoughts and feelings. Like, you need to do that. You need that, because everything is upside down except the smile, the fake smile that's on your face. And that's what's really upside down, though. Like, even though the card isn't here talking about deception and a false mask, it's like you're smiling all the while, but really everything around you is just not going the way that you want it to go. The next card up, we have positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Okay? And I'm feeling like this is talking in reference, or speaking in reference to the walking away card being in the reverse. It's like maybe a negative energy is trying to control you and pull you back. Temporary setbacks are trying to pull you back because, you know, things aren't going right. So maybe you want to go back to your comfort zone and not walk away. But this card here is telling you to keep the faith and keep going. And if you aren't walking away and the situation isn't something that you shouldn't be walking away from, it's like whatever you decide to do, you know, stay strong and keep the faith and keep the optimism. Stay positive about it. So now we're going to move on to the clarifying cards and dig a little deeper and see what's going on. All right, so recent, past, and current energies. The rest and rejuvenation card is being clarified with the Six of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I guess it was last month. We were talking about for you guys the equal give and take, or the giving to outside parties. And it's like you already know what's going on, as far as like either not giving enough or having to give too much. However it resonates for you, you're not getting enough. You having, to give too much, having to share, like someone giving to multiple people, multiple households, however it resonates for you. And it's like you know about the situation, so it's here. And what's going on is that your intuition is telling you what to do about it, but you're kind of stuck in between stay or go, yes or no, up or down, left or right. You're kind of stuck. And that's where the stress is coming in at. It's because it's like you're stuck. It seems like you're stuck in between what you know you should do and what you want to do. But your intuition's trying to, it's not trying to do anything. Your intuition is there, and you're getting the messages. But it's kind of like a toss-up, kind of like Two of Pentacles type energy, even though the card isn't here. Like, should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? And it's kind of causing stress. Money may also be causing stress. Money may also be causing stress. So let's move along. What's on the mind of the Taurus? The walking away card in the reverse is being clarified with the Nine of Pentacles and the Death card. With this Death card, I'm getting strong energy, like something is just over with. On one hand, something is over with, but on the other hand, it's like, I want to stop being controlling and stop being defensive about this, and like try to rebirth this situation, like life after death, resurrect the situation, like. But the Death card is strongly telling me like something's over with, but I don't think it's over with in your mind, Taurus, or someone's mind, whether it's you or the counterpart. And maybe you would not walk away and not dead the relationship if somebody were to stop being so controlling. For the reality of the situation, we have the second chakra Archangel Ariel card. And like I said, that's that area right below the belly button. And we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Eight of Swords. Sex may be keeping somebody bound to a situation, number one. A situation that's probably dead. A situation where somebody is controlling and guarded and defensive. Also, somebody is lacking sex, deprived of sex with this Eight of Swords here. And it's clarifying the second chakra Archangel Ariel card, which talks about sex and getting energy from sex. And like I said earlier, like somebody need to be put to sleep. Like for the people who are lacking sex in their life, it's like whatever the issues with the money and with their intuition, bombarding you with thoughts and feelings or whatever. It's like if you could have a good sex life, some of that stress would be gone. I think somebody need a vacation. For people who are in a relationship and like you guys aren't trying to leave each other, you're not going nowhere, you're not guarded, you're not defensive, you know, against your partner or whatever. It's just like the relationship is kind of mundane. The relationship is kind of dead. And I think like the feminine energy within a relationship is like craving sex. And I'm getting the energy like somebody may be giving more attention to work and to the responsibilities and the obligations of, you know, being an adult than they are giving to their counterpart. And it's like the counterpart is like trying to send messages, trying to throw hints. Like you're trying to drop hints, you're trying to drop hints or whatever, but the person's not picking them up because, you know, they gotta control everything. Like, and I'm not saying like control the sex or whatever, but it's just like they're so focused and they're so determined and they're giving a lot of their energy, you know, to providing and to obligations and responsibilities that they're not catching the hint. And it's stressing somebody out because it's like they're trying to send the message but they're not getting it. And it's like they're not saying, you know, I need sex or I want sex or whatever, but excuse me, like that's what would do the trick. Like they need some sex to come back to life. Some people are letting sex hold them into a situation that's dead that they need to drop and stop defending and stop protecting. And some people, you know, are trying to weigh out the pros and the cons and like trying to actually make up their mind or whether they want to stay or whether they want to go, and maybe have already walked away but don't necessarily, you know, in their mind didn't want to walk away. And so now, you know, to take some of the stress off their back, they need some sex. But I feel like sex is coming though. These two cards are upright. I feel like sex is coming. I don't know why I feel that way. I just do. Okay, so moving along, we have the World card in the reverse being clarified with the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups talking about walking away, you know, whatever you've invested, you know, you just kind of leave there and you just kind of go, you know, tuck your tail and go. And it's not, you know, out of being scared or anything, but it's just being about, you know, keep, like the card said, keep the faith and keep going. That's what it's about. You may be sad, you may be hurt, but you know, I'm going to keep going. So for the people who are in need of sex and are walking away from the situation, like your world may be upside down because you've walked away from somebody who may, you know, provide stability, maybe the breadwinner in a relationship. But, you know, you got to keep the faith and keep going. For those who are in a relationship where, you know, the person is, you know, focused on their money and their responsibilities and obligations, and you want them to, you know, lighten up a little bit and get back to that playful, flirtatious type nature and give you some sex, this may not be the time right now. Like their focus is on the stability. Their focus is on the responsibilities. So you may have to just, you know, leave that alone. And you may have to get, ladies, a vibrator. Fellas, one of those things, it kind of comes, it's like a, excuse my language, like a jack off thing for your hand. It's kind of shaped like a vagina. You may have to get one of those and just please yourself, because it's not the time right now. Like, you just gonna have to leave that situation alone because somebody's focused right now. And I understand that you want them to let go and stop being so guarded. You know, you kind of feel like the relationship and the sex life is kind of dead or whatever. But when the time is right, you guys will be able to go on a vacation. You just got to keep the faith and you got to stay positive. For the people who are bound by sex to a relationship that may be dead, and they're trying to defend it and hold on to it or whatever, I feel like you'll walk into your stability once you walk away. You just gotta keep the faith and keep going. Like, yeah, I'm just looking to see if I see any more messages or get any more messages intuitively. I think that's about it for me, for you guys. So I'm going to sign on out. This is your Oracle Jeweler, the Dawn, like I said, signing out. Sending you guys love, kisses, and blessings. And I'll get with you guys the next time. Taurus, keep the faith and keep your head up. You heard? I'll get with y'all next time. Peace.